Bonjour, bienvenue, welcome. This is what we did in Disney, our Disney itinerary. If you saw the video I posted last time, link in the description, then you will have seen that I was going to tell you my Disney itinerary, and then part 2 of this video will be what we wish we did instead as a learning curve. Last time's video, I'm not really sure when it went up, was just explaining how to make the most out of Disney. This is what we did. Next time will be what we wish we did. Yeah? Let's go. So on Monday, we woke up at 5 AM so we could get the train from Lincoln to London St Pancras. It was a long time because there's not a direct to London St Pancras, which is annoying. There's not a direct to London King's Cross either, so you can sort your lines out. I like going to London and I don't like swapping trains. I like to sit down for an intense period of time. Fix it. We did the 10:14 AM Eurostar, can't really change that, that's the time it goes. We arrived at 2:15 French time. Again, can't change how time works. Pulled up alongside the park, we went straight to hotel check-in and dumped our bags in our room, had a little bit of a freshen up, went straight out to the Disney park. We went into the Disney park, cried a little bit at the magic, turned left at the castle, straight through Frontierland. We did cowboy stuff. There's Haunted Mansion in there as well, and Big Thunder Mountain, which is very, very fun. And then we went through to Adventureland, where Pirates of the Caribbean is hidden, Aladdin's walkthrough, and Indiana Jones. Then by this time it was about 8 o'clock, we went for dinner and then we went to bed. Pretty good Monday, considering we were very tired. Tuesday, we went to Walt Disney Studios across the park because we knew we only needed a day there to get everything done. Little did we know the bastard shuts at 6. Probably need more than a day or better timekeeping skills. This is what we did. We went straight for Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith because Steven Tyler makes me weak at the knees and I needed my Steven Tyler fix. Tower of Terror, which was very, very good, on which I looked like a demon on most of the pictures. Very, very amusing to me. Ratatouille, a very good 4D experience where you are a rat running around Remy's kitchen. Fun. There's also Toy Story Land in there as well, where there's a Slinky ride, which is ever so cute. There's a Buzz Lightyear Soldiers where they go vroom, one of those ones, you know, them ones. And then there's a pirate ship in the racing car. I love those. Tara doesn't. Guess what we didn't go on? There's a Buzz Lightyear meet and greet. We love Buzz Lightyear. Well, I love Buzz Lightyear. Got some cute pictures with Buzz Lightyear. Jack Sparrow. I fucking love Jack Sparrow. I wanted some Jack Sparrow pictures. Jack Sparrow was also very attractive. I had a nice morning. Then there was a Belle meet and greet for Tara. She loves Belle. I also love Belle, but not as much as she does. She lost her shit a little bit. Stitch Live, which is ever so cute. Probably better for if you've got little teeny weeny ones. I'm 20, so it didn't really do much for me. But if you've got little baby ones, probably fun for them. And we did the studio tram tour, which is basically you go on a tram, go around some studios. Kind of like a tour. Jeremy Irons is there. He tells you what's going on. And a random French lady from the 90s. You can tell by the parting. It's all very interesting. It is very, very interesting. Shows you how special effects are made, props that were used on old films, costumes, things like that. Very interesting if you want some behind the scenes magic, which I like. Although I did find the one in Florida to be better because there's just more shit there. And I love behind the scenes stuff. I really, really love it. Park shuts at 6. We didn't know that. Whoopsie. Straight round to the main Disney park, Disneyland Park with a C, because they're French. Then we went to Discoveryland. Walk in, turn right at the castle, where all the Discovery stuff is. That's the Disneyland Paris Park with a C version of Tomorrowland. There you have Hyperspace Mountain, which is New Space Mountain. It's now all Star Warsy and stuff. It's really good. Star Tours, new and improved. Very good. Buzz Lightyear shooty thing. What's it called? Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. Very fun. Loved it. Now, bed. Wednesday, we did Fantasyland, because it's the only one we had yet to do. We met Peter Pan, who I love. Wendy was there. She's okay. She's here. She's a bit of a wet lettuce. I wish I was her. That's a problem. Jealousy. We met Aladdin, Jafar, Mr. Smee, Captain Hook, Cinderella. It was really good. Then we went on some of the rides. Snow White, or, as they call it in French, Blanche-Neige et les Sept Nonnes. Peter Pan's Flight. Always going to be one of my favourite rides because it's my favourite film. La Voyage de Pinocchio, I think it's called. My accent is terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. Alice's Labyrinth. Very cool, actually, although please bear in mind that the Queen of Hearts does pop up randomly and scare the shit out of you. Oh my god, I didn't like it at all. She just whoomp, and I was like, oh my god. Then there's something called Storybook Village, which is basically a boat ride around little storybook towns. If you've seen my Disney vlogs, which you should have done by now, it's really cute. There's like music, really relaxing music, and there's all French books, because we're in France, with the French names for all the fairy tales, and it's really, really nice and cute and sweet, and it's just lovely to see. So it's the storybooks that the Disney films were based on. There's also a little runaway train called Casey Jr., so it's Dumbo's circus train, and you get to sit in the circus train. Again, video on my Disney vlogs. You'll be able to see a little bit of that. Alice's Teacups, again, very good. Something called Princess Pavilion, where you go and meet some princesses. We met Cinderella that day. And the Carousel de Lancelot. If you get a horse on the outside of the carousel, you feel much more important than those with a littler horse on the inside. I got a massive horse, and I was also wearing my Disney ears, although I kind of wish I had a tiara at that point. I do have a tiara now, but I wish I had a tiara at that point because I felt very, very important. I loved it. We went to see the parade at 5:30, although you need to get a seat really by 4 because they fill up quick. And then we went for dinner, and then we went to bed. Thursday, we met Minnie, Mickey and Aurora at Princess Pavilion, and then we spent most of Thursday just covering some favourite rides that we only went on once and we wanted to see more of, like Thunder Mountain and all the Space Mountain stuff, all basically the rides in the Disneyland park with a C, all the favourites in there. The parade again, which was better on Thursday. It's a different parade every day, please bear that in mind, different parade every day. We went for dinner and then we went to bed. Friday, Walt Disney Studios, ran round to Crusher's Coaster. If you're going to Walt Disney Studios, go to Crusher's Coaster first. Get there for when they're letting people in and run round to Crusher's Coaster, because that is probably the most popular ride there. Rock and Roller Coaster has a very fast turnaround, as does Tower of Terror. Their queues are never really above half an hour. Crusher's Coaster, if you don't get there the minute the park opens, you will be waiting an hour and a half, 2 hours to get on that ride. So if you want to go on it, do it first thing. We managed to get there and we were only waiting 20 minutes. That is the shortest I have ever seen that ride. They do have an app where you can play it in the queue. That's the only spot in Disneyland Paris Park, with a C, that has Wi-Fi. Within the parks they don't have Wi-Fi. In the hotels they do, but not in the parks. And we did Tower of Terror again, Rock and Roller Coaster, because Steven Tyler makes me weak at the knees. We've been through this. I did the Art of Animation thing because I love behind the scenes stuff, as we've already discussed. Love a good behind the scenes. We met Pluto and Goofy in the morning before Disneyland opened, because Disneyland Park with a C opens at 8 AM, but Walt Disney doesn't open until 10. So we went to meet Pluto and Goofy in the morning, then we nipped to go to the other bits. Then after all of that, we went back into the Disneyland Park. We met Alice, Mad Hatter, Jasmine, Princess Jasmine, and then we went home. So that's basically what we did, and that's how we made the most out of what we had as a situation. But on the way home, it was a learning experience. That was the conclusion we came to after going last time. Last time we hardly met any characters, to be honest. And this time we wanted a more character-based experience, and that's what we did, and that's what we planned, because that's what we wanted. But now we know for next time what we need to do. Next time we go, we'll be going to Florida. So wait for them videos. They won't be up for another 2 years, but wait for them, they're gonna be so good. So we know for next time in Florida what we need to do to make the most of it. Also, it's Florida, it's going to be trickier to get to. Probably won't sleep for 10 days, but you know, worth it. That's all that business. Join me next time to find out what we should have done and to make the most out of what we could have done, and just sort of make that experience a lot better than what it was. It was already about a 10 out of 10 anyway. We could have made it a 15 out of 10 if we weren't so goddamn lazy. So join me next time. How will you join me next time, I hear you ask? Well, if you press the subscribe button, then you can be with me for all of this Disneyland stuff. Join in with the family. Enter the Forbidden Zone. See, I have a tagline. See you later.